Hey guys, how's it going? Billy coming at you on a Wednesday. I promised you guys earlier this week when I uploaded a couple other videos that I would be back later this week with an epic Grail video, and here we are. Um, First off, I want to apologize for if the color balance is off. It's got to be this blue shirt, this new Trusty Chords Records shirt. It's picking the camera's picking up all this blue and dumping a bunch of yellow in. Hopefully I'm going to be able to fix it in post. But looking at it right here on the monitor as I'm recording, it looks terrible. So as if this wasn't enough to make it look terrible. Anyway, I have a stack of Grails here. I mean, they're not all Grails, but there are a lot of great records in here. So, first things first, I want to give a shout out to a YouTube channel, Dots and Loops Records. Dan over at Dots and Loops Records reached out to me back in early January after I put up my what was it? What's the name of the video? I can't even remember. I'm drawing a complete blank. The 2019 vinyl tag. That's it. Duh. The vinyl tag 2019. And in that video, if you guys watch that, you will see the record that I showed for Find of 2018 was an album, an old psychedelic garage rock, fuzz rock album by a band called Farm. That was definitely my find for 2018. The story behind that was I found it in it came in a collection that I purchased, primarily old classic country. There was really no rock and roll to speak of in that lot, in that collection. So it is of my belief, and a lot of that stuff was from the same era, 60s, 70s country. It is my belief that the original owner bought that thinking that it was a country record, obviously called Farm. The picture of it looks like it would be a country record, but it is far from country. Turns out it is a pretty highly desirable psychedelic masterpiece. And Dan had reached out through messages here on, or not messages, but comments on YouTube, as well as messages, and then Facebook Messenger. So we had been talking. I knew Dan was serious about this, and it wasn't one of those records that, while it is a stellar record to have in any collection, it just didn't fit in my collection. And it needed to be. I firmly believe that it needed to be in a home where it would be appreciated. I don't just keep records because they're valuable. I want everybody to know that. I don't think anybody should do that. I think we should keep records because we enjoy the records. We enjoy the music that's on those records. So with that being said, Dan and I kind of talked. Kind of felt each other out a little bit, and realized that the best thing to do would be to try and work out some sort of a trade. Dan was completely gracious about and very understanding that, and let me know up front that, hey, I realize what kind of record this is that we're talking about, and I realize what it's going to take to get that record. So I sent him a list of things that I had been looking for, Grails, so to speak. He said he would make a dent in that list, and we would come to some sort of an agreement, and we did. So I'm going to show you some of those things here. Like I said, Dan is a great channel. If you haven't checked out Dan's channel over at Dots and Loops Records, give him a sub. Go check it out. Great channel, great content. Great personality, and overall just a great human being, a really good person to deal with. So definitely check him out, and hopefully Dan will be able to work. This is just the first of many deals we'll be able to work in the future, because it was great. I thank you so much for that, and I can't wait to see your video as I hope you are just as happy with your end of the deal as I am with mine. So guys, with that being said, there are a couple things in this stack that did not come from Dan. I spent a little bit of my money from spring training on a couple pieces that I really had been looking for. So what I did when I got, but actually I was working this first deal, while I was in spring training. I was texting a guy who I had bought regularly from on Discogs, by some Japanese pressings from him, and everything I've gotten from him has been stellar. I mean, pristine, great stuff. His packaging is top notch. I may have mentioned that in one of my other videos. I think I bought a Best of Whitesnake. That was a Japanese only release, and I got it and opened it up and was just blown away by the care that he took packaging his records, and there was a handwritten note in there as well. So I went ahead and messaged him on Discogs and letting him know how much I appreciated the time and the care that he took packaging the records, and we have developed a relationship since then, and I've buy from him frequently. As a matter of fact, I don't even really look at his Discogs page. I just send him messages, let him know what I want, because he gets stuff on the regular. He has a connection in Japan. So if I'm looking for something in particular, I just let him know, and it'll show up in a month or so. 3 or 4 weeks, I'll get a message, hey, I've got your record, and I trust him that much that the stuff's going to be that good. PayPal him, and a few days later, I've got my record. So this is enough rambling. This first record I'm going to show is one of those pieces that I spent a little bit of my spring training money on. It is an original first pressing Japanese Metallica Master of Puppets. Everything is just as mint as the day it was, sorry for the glare, guys, just as mint as the day it came off the production line. Could not be happier with this piece. Still in the shrink, by the way. The shrink has been opened, but what a fantastic addition to the collection right there. Metallica Master of Puppets. And then you guys saw that I did mention this next record in one of my videos in the past. It was one of the things that I have had on my list for quite some time. I'm not sure if you guys know how hard the first 2 Quiet Riot albums are to find in their Japanese only pressings. So here is the second. Those have Randy Rhoads on them instead of Carlos Cavazo. But there is the Quiet Riot 2. I like the trading card look here, but complete with the Obi strip. Everything inside is great. This is a gorgeous copy, and believe it or not, this was a little bit more expensive than the Metallica. They're just that much harder to find. So there, that is a couple pieces that I was extremely stoked to get when I got back from spring training. They were here waiting within the first couple days. I don't remember if they were here waiting or if they showed up a couple days after I got back, but either way, we timed it just perfectly. Still looking for that first Quiet Riot and a couple other pieces that I'll be showing off here probably within the next couple of months whenever they arrive. So moving right along with Grails here. This is a sealed copy of Kiss Symphony Alive 4 from 2003. This is a limited edition of 10,000. This is number 2963 of 10,000. You can't probably see it there. There we go. So 2963 of 10,000. Tons of glare on that. But there's the. I'm probably going to leave this guy sealed. I don't know. I haven't really given it much thought. There were a handful of sealed things in this the stack of things, so I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with that. This one is definitely going to remain sealed. It's an original copy of Kiss Hot in the Shade from 1988, I believe. Yeah, it doesn't really say. It doesn't say on the back at least, but I believe that's from 1988. It's one that has been eluding me for quite some time. It's very, very hard to find in any kind of decent shape, and this is a minty sealed copy, so it's going to stay that way. Eventually I will find an open copy to go in the collection. I may just keep that one and then just get the reissue, the 2014 reissue. Another nice Grail, Flying Burrito Brothers. This is just so hard to find. I don't know about in your guys' area, but here you just don't see these things, these originals out anywhere. So I am really stoked to be able to add this one to the collection. Another rare one from the 90s. This is from 1990, ZZ Top, and it's another sealed copy. This is Recycler. Does have a delete punch at the top, but everything else is beautiful about the record. It's great. This one, it's so hard to find sealed records, especially these 90s pressings. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this one sealed or not. I don't know. I have such a hard time with that, but glad to be able to mark that one off the list. This next one is one that I've been looking for a long time, and when I show it, you guys will probably agree with me. It's just, what a great, tough to find album. This is the second album from Badlands. This is Voodoo Highway, Jakey Lee, Eric Singer. Actually, Eric Singer's not on this one. He's on I think he's on the other one. I can't even remember who plays drums on this one. But you know, Ray Gillen, Jakey Lee. This has Jeff Martin on drums, and I believe Eric Singer was on the first one, the self-titled album. So this is from 1991, and just an absolute grail of mine. This thing is I've been trying to track one of these down, and this is a gorgeous copy. Trying to track one of those down forever. So thank you for that, Dan. Thank you for making a lot of this happen here. This next one is another one that I've been trying to track down forever, and it is Slaughter, Stick It To You. This has the two LPs in it. It has the Stick It To You Live, the EP in there as well. You'll notice the price sticker here. I didn't try to remove it because typically I have no problem getting stickers off, so I don't ever have a problem getting things with stickers on them. But once I saw underneath of it, someone had boogered it up already trying to remove it. So I'm just going to leave it on there. Not that big of a deal. Just glad to finally have this one in the collection as well. So there is Slaughter, Stick It To You. This is the last one that I'm going to need to fill out all of my original Pantera releases, and this is an original, a beautiful copy of Vulgar Display of Power. This is an original pressing from 1992. Yes, 1992. I've got 1990 on the brain, so there is that. This one did have a sticker up here. It was actually a sticker with the name and address of the previous owner. I guess if in case he left his records at a party or something, they would know who it belonged to. But like I said, I don't have any problem. There's no residue left on there. Typically, I have no problems getting those old stickers off without doing any damage to the cover, especially these UK covers that are super high glossy. So there was that another one there, another absolute grail there for me, which was Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power. This is a beauty, an original in shrink with the Cabbage's price tag of $6.99. Iron Maiden's Peace of Mind. Like I said, a OG copy in the shrink. Really happy to add this one to the collection as well. Definitely an upgrade for me. This next album I'm going to show, while not valued very highly monetarily, it is one of the absolute hardest records I have ever tried tracking down. This was released in 1991, and I would venture to say that there are, I'd say, probably less than 500 of these, and that's just a guesstimate. In all the years that I've been trying to find these, you can't find them anywhere in the States. They're pretty much only available outside of the U.S. I believe this was pressed in, I don't know if it was pressed in Spain or if it was pressed in the UK. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, Aaron Tippin, his debut, You've Got to Stand for Something. This is an absolute grail here for me. If you look on Discogs, there's only ever been 2 of these sell, and they haven't sold for much. I think it's the last one sold for $25, but I guarantee you if another one were to come up online for sale today, in this market, it would sell for quite a bit more than that. So there is the promotion. It's a promotional copy here. For more information, contact Suzanne Hogue, RCA Promotions, July 1st, 1991. Love this album. This was such a great album. Reminds me of, takes me back, 28 years or so, almost 30 years. But such a great album, and so glad to have that added to the collection as well. And last but not least, you guys know how I feel about Waylon, and I think this is probably, it is, there's 1 and 1A. There's not a 1 and 2 for me, and I believe this is probably 1A. Number 1, Honky Tonk Heroes. 1A, Dreaming My Dreams, and this is an original first pressing RCA on with the shrink, still in the shrink. Just a beautiful all around copy with the hype sticker and the price sticker there. The original price sticker, if we can see it to focus. What was it? $5.99 from the brass bar, or the brass ear. So there we have it. But like I said, such a great record, and this has so many great songs. And like I said, it's not number 1, not number 2. It's 1A. It's right up there at the top with Honky Tonk Heroes. So I was stoked when Dan showed me that he had this available for trade, and was glad to. I think that was probably the first record I told him that I wanted to definitely set aside in this deal. So, Dan, thank you so much for making this deal happen, for reaching out. I am so happy that that record is now in your hands and in your collection, in the hands of somebody who will really appreciate it for what it is. And I will do the same with these records. Like I said, I felt it was a fair deal on both sides. We both got what we wanted. We both got something that we will enjoy and cherish. So, guys, if you haven't, do yourself a favor. Click the link down below. Check out Dan's channel over at Dots and Loops Records. Like I said, great guy, great content. You'll definitely enjoy it. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed what you saw here. And tune in next time. Until then, take care, guys. Peace.